James Charles. You know the name for sure. No wonder. After all, he's one of the most successful YouTubers in the world. Today you will find out how much money he makes every month and how high his net worth is. One thing we want to say up front, it's pretty insane. With 24 million YouTube followers and over 4 billion views, James Charles's videos reach an average of 650,000 views per day. Since he's carved out a niche in the beauty industry, he has a pretty high CPM, which means he earns a lot for the ad impressions on his videos. We estimate that he earns around $4,000 a day from video ads. So he earns around $120,000 a month and over $1.5 million a year. When you consider that, YouTubers receive a lot more from ad impressions in the last quarter of the year. In addition, he also earns money on YouTube through various partnerships with well-known companies such as CoverGirl, Lashy by Blast Pro Mascara, Chipotle, SeatGeek, and Fortnite, as well as many other renowned brands. We estimate that James Charles receives about $100,000 to $200,000 for each promotional video. With so many partners and sponsored videos, that adds up to quite a sum. On Instagram, James Charles currently has 23 million subscribers and receives an average of about 1 million likes on his posts. Instagram doesn't pay directly for subscriptions or likes, but brands pay a pretty penny for product placements in the Instagram content of famous influencers. We estimate that James earns around $100,000 with each promotional post. By comparison, Kylie Jenner earns $1 million per Instagram post. With over 36 million followers, James Charles is also a real star on TikTok and gets an average of around 5 million views with his posts. He goes live there from time to time and receives donations from his fans, which further increases income and net worth. Since these donations can vary greatly, it is not possible to estimate his TikTok income. Of course, he also works with various partner companies here, which probably pay him around the same for a partnership as on Instagram. As a beauty YouTuber, James Charles, of course, also sells his own makeup products in cooperation with the American cosmetics company Morphe. It is difficult to estimate his income with these products, but since most influencers earn most of their income with their own product lines, we're pretty sure his yearly revenue should be over $5 million. James Charles also streams on Twitch from time to time and now has over 200,000 followers there. He earns additional money through his subscribers and donations. However, his income on Twitch is probably limited because he doesn't stream often. Streaming is definitely not one of his essential money earners. With Sisters Apparel, James Charles also has his own clothing brand with relatively moderate prices. At the moment, you don't find any products on the website. Nevertheless, around 40,000 people visit the site monthly. We estimate that he will earn at least $100,000 a month from his clothing when a new collection drops. Also worth mentioning is the giant mansion in Los Angeles that James Charles bought for a whopping $7 million in 2020. If you consider that real estate prices in the US and around the world are currently rising significantly, then this giant mansion will probably be worth more than $10 million by now. A great investment for James Charles. Finally, we estimate that James Charles's income is around $750,000 per month, not counting the profit he makes through his investments and his wealth. We currently estimate James Charles's assets at around $25 million. This will probably become much more in the future. James Charles has an enormous reach and thus many possibilities to increase his fame even more in the future. And if his fame goes up, so too will his income. In the next few years, James Charles will almost certainly reach a fortune well over $50 million.